Job 41:33. Nothing on earth is like him, one made without fear. In the book of Job, there are no phrases that specifically mention do not fear or do not be afraid. However, I would be remiss if I excluded Job's story from this devotional. Fear is transliterated 18 times and afraid 17 times throughout Job, with the greatest number of variations for the word fear in all of the Bible. Most are familiar with the tale of Job. He was a man of great prosperity who loved God. His fields were full, his family extensive, and his reputation as a prolific elder in his community untainted. But then Job lost most everything: his wealth, his family, his workers, his homes, and his health. A supposed wise group of friends accused him of great misdeeds that must certainly be responsible for his fall from grace. Job insisted he was virtuous, and although he never cursed God or stopped believing in him, burgeoning despair gripped him to near suicidality. Ultimately, God appeared to Job in an explicative demonstration of his righteousness and the incomparable divide between the Almighty's power and wisdom and our own. Despite all his questioning and hopelessness, Job's faith and fortunes were restored, and he ended life better than before his great loss. Throughout the Old Testament and in Job, Yareh and Pakal are the Hebrew words most commonly used for fear. But Job's variety of words used for fear provides insight. Job 9:34. Let him remove his rod from me, and let not dread of him terrify me. Dread in this verse, Ama, can also be a reference to an idol. Here Job is lamenting what he thinks is punishment from God. Sometimes we see God as angry or distant and uncaring. Both Job's errant consideration and our misguided views are misrepresentations of the Lord. God was neither punishing Job, nor is he angry or distant today. We can create an idol or false image of God when we think of him incorrectly, which can separate us from his true nature. Let not these idols of God terrify us. Other translation of fear words in Job can mean to undulate, quake, or spring forth, Rosh in Job 39:20, to embarrass, Karad in Job 11:19, or to crawl like a worm or serpent, Zakal in Job 32:66, which is how Elihu first enters the conversation with the older and more august Eliphaz, Zophar, and Bildad. Then there is Koth in Job 41:33, meaning broken, crushed, or dismayed. The heading verse is a reference to Leviathan, a great and terrible beast that can only be tamed by God. If God can create a Leviathan, a creature without fear or dismay, unbroken and uncrushed, so can he make us, if we will let him. Loss and fear are inevitable portions of our lives here on earth, but where we place our hope and trust ferries the gap between hapless peril and strength and redemption. Job 1:21b. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord.